Namaste to all the distinguished people, friends, and my dear young listeners. I welcome you all to my world of fairy tales. Are you all ready? Now it's our time to read this story together. Here we go. Today's story is The Magic Pencil. Once upon a time, there was a small town called Cloudy. And in Cloudy, there lived a brilliant artist by the name of Albert. Albert was so good at his work that many times people mistook his paintings for real objects. He painted portraits of rich people in his town and earned well. He would carry his canvas everywhere and randomly choose a place and start sketching. But since Cloudy was a small town, there were only so many paintings he could make. Over the time, he began to struggle to find work. The river where Albert usually went to paint the sunset stood a beautiful tree. Albert loved the tree. He painted the very tree on his canvas so many times, and yet he never got bored of it. He talked to the tree as if it were a human. "Oh, come on, tree, ruffle your leaves a little. Haha, sometimes it feels like you can hear me." But Albert didn't know that there was someone on the tree who did hear him and loved his drawings. It was Pickle, the fairy. That tree was a home to Pickle. She was very shy and loved the green dense leaves that kept her cool and safe. Albert speaks to the tree. "I do wish you could hear me through and help me out, There is no work in this town now. I can leave and go to another town. But this is where my home is. I can't leave this place. All I know is how to paint. And if there aren't enough buyers for my paintings here, then I think I will have to shift to another town." After Albert left, Pickle was so much distressed and wished to solve Albert's problem so that he could not leave the town. After thinking a while, Pickle rushed to her tree hollow and began to work. She worked the whole night. The next day, Pickle was ready with a creation. It was a shiny and a beautifully carved pencil. This would surely help Albert, she says. That afternoon, when Albert, as usual, went to paint his favorite tree, there on a rock he saw a pencil. Wow! It's so shiny, the most beautiful pencil I have seen in my whole life. He left the pencil there, thinking that it would be someone's. But the whole day, Albert's thought was all about the magical pencil. The next day, Albert went to the tree sooner than usual, hoping to see the pencil. On the rock, there it was. He took it with him as he felt it doesn't belong to anyone. He picked up the pencil and examined it. Then he took out his paper and began to draw a beautiful leaf. To his surprise, he noticed the leaf was coming to life, and in no time, there was a real leaf sitting on a paper. Albert tested it once more by drawing an apple. As soon as he was done sketching the apple, it came into life. "This is a magical pencil. I can draw anything I need." Albert's happiness knew no bounds. He jumped with joy and ran home. Pickle, the fairy, who had watched Albert's happiness, knew that she had done the right thing. She trusted Albert that he would use the pencil wisely. Soon, Albert experienced, having reached home, that the pencil will give only those things that he carefully and perfectly sketched on the canvas. Once Albert understood how to use a pencil, there was nothing stopping him. He drew everything he had always dreamt of: delicious food, crops, dresses, and antiques for his house. Albert was leading a comfortable life. At once, he decided to help his people as well. When he explained about the magical pencil to his friends, nobody believed him. Instead, they laughed. Albert knew that one of his friends was in need of a tractor, and he was not able to buy one of his whole life. Albert quickly took out a paper and carefully drew a tractor. Within no time, there was a real tractor standing in front of them. Everybody cheered for Albert. After that day on, Albert helped a lot of his people. People in the town Cloudy were generous and hardworking. Nobody ever asked for anything they didn't need. Days passed, and a tourist came visiting the town. As he walked around, he realized that something about the town was strange. It was the magical pencil. The tourist was a greedy man. He hid behind a tree one day to cheat Albert. And as soon as he saw Albert, he abducted him and instructed him to draw rubies. But Albert was so scared, due to which he was able to draw only rocks, not the rubies. Albert, what did you do? Are you trying to fool me? Move, I will draw myself, said the greedy tourist. The tourist was not an artist. In fact, he was terrible at drawing. When he tried to draw a gold chain, a long, shiny snake appeared. But while the tourist was trying to run away from the snake, Albert calmed himself down and drew a big cage. As soon as the cage appeared, Albert pulled the tourist inside and locked the door. Albert rushed to call the police and complained how he was abducted and instructed to satisfy the tourist's greed. Peace was restored in Cloudy. Everybody was proud of how well Albert handled the situation. Albert too learned an important lesson that day. He realized how dangerous it can be to have things without having to work for them. So, he buried the pencil under which he had found it. Coming to the moral of the story, remember, if something can be used to do good, we should use it wisely. But in the wrong hands, things could go wrong quickly again. Our words, our actions, and even our art can make a real difference to the world we live in. So, use things wisely. Thank you all. Let's meet up again in the next fairy tale video.